Hey there, this is the contractor performing the work for the insured, claim number 4247D865M. So the reason that we're doing this simulated repair today, which is what we are doing today, is because we believe that with the amount of granule loss and the roof's age, that we will not be able to properly indemnify the homeowner within a reasonable fashion. So the shingle that we're going to be taking out is going to be this one. I'm going to go ahead and outline that for you, just so that way all of that is clear. I believe the shingle ends right over here, right up underneath, just like so. Running out of chalk here. So the shingle is going to come up to about here. So I'm going to have to manipulate all of these shingles in order to conduct this repair. So the types of damage that we're going to be able to find ourselves running into is going to be first material transfer, and that usually comes with unsealing the shingles. Next is going to be nail pulls. So basically a nail pull, whenever you go to pull the nail up out of the shingle rips. Any kind of tearing that is excessive, not to be confused with a nail pull. Creasing, obviously, and any kind of excessive granule loss, because if there is excessive granule loss that winds up happening, then it's going to reduce the longevity of the shingle, and we would not then be able to repair this and be able to say that it was done correctly to Davidson County's codes and all of the manufacturer's specifications required by Owens Corning. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you. As you can see here, none of these shingles have been manipulated at all. I haven't manipulated any of them, and I'm going to just go ahead and begin to unseal all of these shingles here. So you can see this one's just pretty much loose. This one here, alright, we got that one up. That seal broken there. Alright. Do you hear that popping sound? I'm going to go ahead and check for mat transfer up underneath here. So, it's apparent to me now that there is some material transfer that is taking place here. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to switch up my chalk colors. I'm going to use pink to mark the material transfer right here. So, we got one on the material transfer so far. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up my phone here so that way you can get a high definition picture of it. The material transfer occurs in multiple ways that it occurs. I'll show you this adhesive here. I'll show you up underneath here. You see those fibers, fiberglass up there. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed. And if you're wondering why I'm having to unseal this entire shingle, it's so that way I don't wind up creasing it right here along here while I'm removing the nails. So it's best to unseal it. Oh wow. We got a tear there. So that's one on the tears. So this has already failed the simulated repair, but I'm going to go ahead and finish conducting it there. Yeah, that's one for the tear. Yep, just to make sure that I've unsealed that one. Alright. So I'm going to go through, locate all the nails, mark them up so that way I'm not having to lift up the shingle 20 times while I'm conducting this repair test. It does look like I'm going to have to go underneath the shingle, which is the main cause of nail pulls, actually. Going underneath the shingle to be able to extract the nail. Alright. Okay. One here, and then shingle ends up here, and there's a nail here. Alrighty, so we have a total of 8 fasteners holding in this shingle, so I'm going to go ahead and begin to remove all those. Like I said, I'm going to have to get up underneath the shingle in order to bust these nails loose. Alrighty, there's one out. Got the trusty pitch hopper here, just holding all the fasteners and tools for me. Alright, yeah, so this one I'm going to have to come up. It's fairly loose. There we go. Got that fastener out. I don't know if you can hear that cracking, but it's actually the seals of these laminate strips beginning to break, which is ultimately going to cause material, that's going to cause material transfer. And these right here are actually covering a portion of the shingle that is very, very pertinent in order for this shingle to maintain its structural integrity. And it's just this layer of asphalt right here, as you can see. And it's important that that does not get exposed to the elements of Mother Nature. But with that laminate strip being exposed, it's bound to happen. Alrighty, we got another one of these where it's kind of loose and I gotta wiggle my finger up underneath here to pull it out. Alright, there we go. Got that fella out of there. That lets me know that this was probably a very improper installation. I don't know if you can hear that tearing going on with the fiberglass. That's letting me know that this shingle is probably beginning to crease. So no nail pulls on the bottom row. That's a good thing. So just to kind of show you, all the nails, all the fasteners have been extracted. We do seem to have some material transfer going on with this laminate strip. So that's one on the material transfer there. That's two for the material transfer in general. Gonna go ahead and document this for you guys so that way it's clear for you. You can see all that dirt and debris, loose granules up underneath there. That lets me know that that material transfer is actually really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and commence with the second row of fasteners. There we go. This one just seems to be completely overshot, so it's not at risk for a nail pull at all, thankfully. Oh, actually we may be. Okay, there we go. Got that out there. Oh wow. I don't know if I'll be able to get this one out or not. It may not come out there. Oh wow. Yeah. So this one's pretty dug up underneath there. I'm gonna have to get the hammer and just kind of tap on it. See if that got it done. And it did not. So I'm gonna do it a little bit differently, so that way I can extract this fastener, since it's overshot in the previous shingle, and holding this one down. So it wasn't even holding this shingle down. Wow. Surprised it didn't get carried away by the wind. Alrighty, may have to come back to that one. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go up underneath the entirety of the shingle here, which is gonna be a pain in order to get this out. Alright, looks like we got her done there. All right, there we go. That one took about 2 minutes, that one fastener alone. Alrighty here. Okay. Let's see there. Alright, that should be all of the fasteners out of their placements. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the shingle out. Yeah, as you can see here, there's been dirt and debris up under this thing. And when I flip this over, this cellophane on the back has no manufacturer's identifier. It has no Miami-Dade County approved, which lets me know that this shingle is actually 100% discontinued in measurements, more than likely. With all the other dimensions of it as well. And as you can see, a little bit of material transfer on the bottom of it, which is okay because this is the shingle that was damaged and is being replaced. Had to move a nail out of the way there. Alright, so I'm putting it back in its place now. Whew, forgive me. Pretty hot up here. So it doesn't want to go back in for whatever reason. Whatever that may be. So we're just gonna... There we go. Ah, there we go. It was just a piece of felt. That's all that was. Okay. Didn't damage anything. There we go. We're good. It's back in place. So now I'm gonna put all the fasteners back in their placements. I'm only gonna manipulate the shingles as much as I have to be able to actually get a flush hit on the nail head. Doesn't seem to be any major granule loss occurring. But we did have a tear in that shingle over there, just to remind you. We will check for creases once we're done here. Alrighty. Oh wow, the fiberglass is breaking there. Had to get that one in pretty quick. We got 2 more fasteners to go. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get this in. So it does seem that while I'm holding this up to be able to hit this flush, there is a rip that is forming. As you can see, I'll show you here. That just came from me holding it up. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture for you guys just to document this. So that's actually 2 on the tears. So we have 2 tears, 2 instances of material transfer. Oh, 3 instances of material transfer. I'll go ahead and mark that as well after this fastener is put into place. Alrighty, so with all the fasteners put back in place, mark this material transfer. With all the fasteners put back in place, I'm going to go ahead and test to see if there was any creases from manipulating these, any crease lines starting to form, anything like that. It does look like here there were some crease lines running from here all the way to over here. You can actually see the crack running through that way, so that's going to be 1 on the creases. Come over here, manipulating this shingle. So we actually do have some creasing that occurred here as well, so that's another one. This one creased, so that's 2 on the creases. Go ahead and wipe these granules. You know, and as you can see, just to show you, you know, here's the claim number, here are the shingles I didn't manipulate. No loose granules, no loose granules, just to show you. So on the granule loss, I'm going to give it a pass. On the nail pulls, it got a pass. Right here we got another crease that's began to form, and this is actually, yeah, it's one shingle. That tear kind of threw me off. So that's one on the creases. So to conclude, we have 3 instances of mat transfer, no nail pulls, 2 tears, 3 instances of creasing, no major granule loss, which lets me know that this simulated repairability test has been a fail. I really appreciate, whoever is at State Farm that took the time to watch this today, and I look forward to hear back from you soon.